I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here. For the day done, you are gonna love over yourself.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Good evening. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Managerial, and this is the EPL review and preview show. Welcome to the platform. If this is your first time, so grateful that you're here. If it is the first time in this new year, happy new year to you. If we didn't see you in the festive season, Merry Christmas, though it is long past at that time. All the best to you for 2023. Hope your dreams indeed are fulfilled as you work hard and diligently at them. We give thanks for life because we have made it to day number 4 in 2023. Life isn't guaranteed to us, so we are very grateful every moment that we live. Again, thank you so much for all of those who supported the platform last year and this year. We have some big stuff coming up. So what we're going to do, we're going to have to keep our stuff and not preempt our interviews. We're going to actually set it, and then once that is out, it's quick into showtime. So we have some more great interviews from persons across the world, not just Jamaican, but persons involved in football. So look out for those. Again, welcome to the platform. As usual, we ask you to like and share the content. If you have not yet subscribed to I Am Sure Sports, you can go ahead and do so. We have also pinned the link for this show, which means that you have the opportunity to join the stream at any point to just give your thoughts on your club in this EPL season. Also making sure that I set up the call-in line, so if you desire to call in, you can do. I said it is the EPL season. I am a Manchester United hater, but an Arsenal lover. I am a Gunner supporter. You understand me? And I support the Gunners. So this will be an interesting one. Tomorrow there is a big game, but before we get it, before we get into tomorrow's game, we're going to look at some of the games that we would have seen this week in the EPL. So I'm going to bring that up and show you the games that were played today, and then we're going to have some discussion around those games. So jump onto the platform, give your thoughts, share your opinion. All right. This is going to be a good one. The EPL is getting to that midway point, and things are beginning to pan out. So, in today's game, Tottenham Hotspurs, they rebounded from a defeat earlier this week, and they defeated Crystal Palace by 4 goals to nil. As you can see, Harry Kane with a double, and then they also had Matt Doherty with one, and Son Heung-min actually scoring after much struggles in front of goal. Tottenham finally getting some goals. There, so they had a victory in their game. We also saw Aston Villa coming back to secure a point against Wolves. Wolves took the lead through Daniel Podence in the 12th minute, but Danny Ings, uh, he scored one back for Aston Villa in the 78th minute as they were able to secure a 1-1 scoreline in that fixture. We also saw a very exciting game between Leeds and West Ham that ended 2-2, right? Leeds actually took the lead through Wilfred Nanto in the 27th minute, but then Lucas Paqueta, he got back one in the 45th minute via a penalty. Then West Ham went ahead through Skamaka, who had not been scoring for Leeds. The man they brought in from Italy, a man who from the Serie A, Arsenal was looking at him, but hasn't been doing well. Prior to this, he scored a couple of penalties, so good that he got onto the score sheet this time around. So 2 goals in very fast time, 45th, 46th minute. But Rodrigo Moreno equalized for Leeds in the 70th minute. That game ended 2-2. The other game today saw Nottingham Forest beating fellow cellar dwellers Southampton by a goal to nil. Southampton, as you know, they fired the German coach and they went to the championship to pick up a coach, and they have been struggling. Taiwo Awuniyi scored in the 27th minute for Nottingham Forest, who are again planning and going into the transfer window. So that's some crazy stuff going over there at Nottingham Okay, are you hearing me? Can you hear me now? All right, so let's look at the table. Let's look at the top half of the table. All right, so let's go again. You should be hearing me loud and clear. So Arsenal, they lead. They have 44 points, having played 17 games. City are in second place, having played 16. They are on 36 points, just one above Manchester United and Newcastle. Newcastle, however, they have played 18 games. They are on 35 points, and Manchester United in fourth position on 35 points from 17 games. Tottenham are in fifth position, having played 18 games. They are on 33 points. Liverpool are in sixth place, having played 17 games. They have 28 points. All right. Fulham comes next. They are 28 from 18. Yes, indeed. 28 from 18. And I'm going to give you some more. So Fulham, 7th place, 28 from 18. Brighton have 27 from their 17 game. Brentford have 26 from their 18 games. And Chelsea round off the top 10. They have 25 from 16 games, and they play Manchester City tomorrow. The second half of the table sees Aston Villa leading there. They have 22 from 18. See, we have a call here. Hello?
Bro.
Yes?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
The stream mute.
Still,
hear nothing.
Still mute?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, then. Yeah, man. All right, so hold on. Are you hearing me? I don't know. Some person are saying they're not hearing me, but I am hearing me. I don't know what's going on. If you're hearing me, give me a thumbs up. Oh, okay. All right. Big up, man, like Demo. Thank you so much. All right. Big up, man, like Demo. Hi, Gate. Well, they still say Arsenal. Well, the talk has changed. Now they're saying, right? Arsenal have indeed played. Arsenal have played somebody's. No, everything has changed. Arsenal have played somebody's. It's just that the new prediction is once January start, we're going to fall off. So that's the new thing now. Well, this was expected, but once January start, Arsenal are going to fall off. So I get that's the new thing. Up and running. All right, but I'm going to run through the rest of the table because there are many historic things I believe that are going to happen, right? In fact, no team has lost the Premier League having accumulated this amount of points at this point of the season. So if this were to happen to Arsenal, it would be what you call choking of the highest order. Crystal Palace are 22 from 17 games. Then we have Leicester in 13th position. They have 17 points from 18 games. Leeds are 17 from 17. Nottingham Forest 17 from 18. Bournemouth, they are 16 from 18. Look at this. West Ham, 15 from 18. Everton, 15 from 18. Wolves, 14 from 18. And Southampton, bringing up the rear, they have 12 points from 18 games. So, one thing I can tell you, Highgate, that if Mikel Arteta needs 3 points to win the title and City stand no chance, that game is going to Arsenal, my brother. Call it what you want, but I know Pep would give it up for Arteta. I am absolutely convinced of that. I hope it is later down in the season that we play that game when we really need some points, and City probably can only stay in second or third, and they will give it up to us. I am totally convinced of that. All right, so I am not worried about that. But I can still lose the 2 games to City and still win the league, and that's the good thing. I can afford to lose 2 games to City, win the rest of my games or don't lose them and still go through as the champions of the EPL. Still a lot of games left to be played, so nothing is given, right? Let's look at the goal scoring stats so far. As you can see, two of the better goal scorers in the league, Erling Haaland, he has 21 goals. Listen, this is going to be a Premier League goal scoring record. I think he's going to have 40 goals this season if he's not injured in the Premier League alone. Right? In the Champions League, I think he's going to have a minimum of 10. That's 50. All right. If he plays like in FA Cup and those competitions, he's going to get an next 10. This guy could end with 60 goals this season at the rate that he is going if he stays injury free. I know some of you are saying that Managerial is a madman, but I really, really, really believe that that is possible if he can keep himself healthy. Right? If he can keep himself healthy. We also have Ivan Toney on 12 and Alexandra Mitrovic. He has 11. And then the Leeds man, Rodrigo Moreno, he has 10. Rounding off the top 5 goal scorers. Now, important game tomorrow because that City versus Chelsea game is good. Ideally, as an Arsenal fan, I'd love a draw or a win for Chelsea. That would help me so much. But what I don't want is really a City win. And that's just the Arsenal fan speaking, right? But I'd really love to see Chelsea get something out of this game. It will really help the Arsenal cause, all right? So that's the game tomorrow, City versus Chelsea. City versus Chelsea. So that's it. And then the Premier League, there'll be no game until the 12th because there will be FA Cup games over the weekend. No, all right. Well, Fresh God says, City alone, you think you can lose twice and still win? All right. This one says, which league Arsenal are win Mannings? Okay. I hope you remember this in a one done. Manchester United FC 45. Mannings, you better know. Say we are come around you yard to kill you. Well, coming around here to kill us, I like the confidence. I like the fact that Manchester United is playing good. It will be a good game, I can tell you that. I really believe that the first game that we play, as the officials have come out and said, there was a mistake. One of the mistakes that they made was that game, Manchester United versus Arsenal. And if that goal stood, that game would have been different. I am telling you that. Nonetheless, credit to Manchester United. They have been playing well. I love your confidence, but I must say, look at the teams that you have played on the run that you're on. Be real. Look at the teams that you have played in the run that you have been on. Look at the teams because you're coming up to your tough run of games. You're coming up to your tough run of games. Look at the games you had before the World Cup and after the World Cup. Compare them with some of the other top teams. To be fair and to be honest, you have had an easier run-in. I am telling you. Well, all of a sudden, people want me to recognize who Manchester playing. But when Arsenal was playing some of these teams, we were told that we're playing nobodies. But all of a sudden, when Manchester United beat them, we have to beat who is in front of us. I'm telling you, people, this thing is, I don't know. But, you know that Click is leaving Leeds. He's going to go into the MLS. That's something that came out of the transfer window. Not a lot of major signings. so far. Teams have been the Braka, who is a Newcastle player that was at Manchester United, sitting on the bench. He has moved back to Newcastle, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know, right? I don't know. So, but in terms of the window, Firmino, as you know, looks like he's going to be staying at Liverpool. Bless up to all the persons who have just joined in. Happy New Year to you, Foreign Spider. Yeah, man. Big up Rockford as usual, right? Um, all right. Arsenal, this whole deal with Shakhtar and Madrid, it's becoming very difficult because they are demanding now £88 million, and Arsenal make a second bid that was basically rejected. So don't know how that is going to turn out. It also appears that also, yeah, so turned down, yeah. So it also appeared that Chelsea may be attempting to do something, that they're after Enzo Fernandez. I don't know that they'll be able to sign one player for 120 million and the next player for 88 million in the same window and still operate under what is called the FIFA fair play rule. But let me just say this, right? It's going to be very difficult because the player has already arranged personal terms with Arsenal. The player has come out and said that he wants to go to Arsenal. Remember, even if the club sell the player could come out and say he doesn't want to go. So for some reason, I don't think Chelsea is going to get this player, right? Yeah, I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to Chelsea. I think unless Chelsea, in fact, here's what I believe. Unless Chelsea gets a win tomorrow, they're going to have some serious problems convincing people to come and play with them this season. There you go. I, I, I really don't believe that Enzo Fernandez, though that is his release clause. I don't think anyone should pay $120 million for him. I will also say, Fresh God, I am telling you this, that money changes everything. The player would have no choice to go to Chelsea. But here's the deal. You don't want an unhappy player at your club. It's just like, come on, you think about this. A man say, listen, I don't want to play for any team except it is Liverpool. And Manchester United go and buy him. And even when he said, listen, I don't want to play for Manchester, and Manchester still buy him. That don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. Rockford says Arsenal losing. The thing is that a lot of you guys see a lot of things, and then I remember Rockford, you were saying that Arsenal never played anybody, and then you just wait, just give them a couple of weeks, they would start losing. When they played this team, when they played that team, and now it keep on changing. This player also plays the same place that Sterling plays. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Flavor Max is welcome to the show, Flavor Max. What say you, Mr. Arsenal? Yes, himself.
Arsenal himself. What's up, man?
We here, man. Come on, because here, man, you're saying that you talk to Rockford, Rockford say Arsenal losing streak starting this month.
I've been hearing that from the beginning of the season, and it is yet to start, so I don't understand. No, man, it have no losing streak for Arsenal. I mean, even the game against Newcastle. Remember, they say after the World Cup, we are one of the most harmed team after the World Cup, And it was predicted by the entire world, our haters, that Arsenal was going to fall off after the World Cup. And if you look at the table, we are more points ahead post World Cup than pre World Cup. So I don't understand what they're saying. The game against Newcastle management, in my opinion, it was a very good game because this Newcastle team is a hard team, is a difficult team to play against. and they came and they parked the bus. They did what they wanted to do and they executed it to perfection. So you still have to respect our team. And even though the game was there for us to win, you still have to respect what they came out to do. And that also show how much they show Arsenal respect and and the level that Arsenal is at. Now, I mean, if we did have Jesus and Smith on the bench, we would have won that game. But I think at the end we run out of because of the lack of depth, because as a result of a few injuries. And of course, we know the bench shot overall. Hence, we didn't get the game over the line. But on a whole, man, the team played well, and I am proud of the guys. And that game, even remember, I already said we win the league, you know. But that game against Newcastle, even confirmed what was already 100% confirmed, in my opinion, that we will win the league. So there's no I think it was a good point, and it will turn out to be a very good point when you look at when you look at things.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, you made a good point, because Emil Smith Rowe should be back for the Tottenham game. And if we can get one signing, because where Arsenal are concerned, I think like if they're insisting on this 88 million, I would go and get Leroy Sané, who is available for $40 million. And I mean, you go and get him, you get Thuram for $10-12 million. You could get 3 players that could come in right now. You could even go and say, all right, I'm going to just pay Leicester 10 or 15 million to get Tielemans right now. You have Emil Smith Rowe who comes back. You have Thuram who plays forward. And you have Sané who can play out on that side. He can play on either side. You could even say, you know what, let me just see if I can get Zaha from Crystal Palace, who's available for 35. But I don't think that they should invest $88 million in this player. Worse if it goes down to the end of the window. If you don't get him early in the window, I don't think it makes any sense, because if he comes like at the end of January, he's going to take 2 weeks to really get into it, which is into February. So you may end up having, you know, like Gabriel Jesus, who is now who may come. You understand me? Me have Gabriel Jesus returning.
Yeah, he will be. He will be most close to return, and he would have missed. If as you rightfully say, if we can't get in the player now to help us with some important games coming up, it don't make sense, because
hold on, let me say this, Stevie. Let me just answer this. Right, what I don't understand is that I just said, right, for the two of you. So I just said, just don't hang up flavor, Max. I just said, right, the Ukrainian player says he only wants to play for Arsenal. You guys said to me that money changes everything. No, I said if Arsenal put some of that money for Sané, then maybe Sané will come to Arsenal. But you say when I said that he's not going to leave. So money don't change everything then. So that means money don't change certain things. Go ahead, Flavor Max.
The man said, for me, the man said, I'm so less confident tonight. I want to tell you, say, I am so confident. I am so relaxed. I love how my team is playing. I love the result that my team getting. And the thing is, man, it's not just, we are not relying on individual brilliance. You know. Our coach, which I think is already the coach of the season, have put together a system and a style of play that whichever player comes in, fall into that system. As you see, Nketiah already fall and adjust to that system.
Yeah.
So, as you rightfully say, we don't have to depend on a one particular talent to come in. We can spread that money on 3 players, and they will come. I have no doubt that they will fit and hit the ground running, just because of our system and style of play setup. So, people talking about Man City again, you have to look at it. We this season, we we win more games than Man City, we lose more games, we lose less games than Man City, and draw less games. We beating Man City and everything apart from the score. So, and we are spreading the goals around. And I will tell you this, in my opinion, I think Man City is more predictable this season than last season.
Yeah.
Hence,
All right.
I think they will continue to drop points.
Yeah. Yeah. So the persons who are saying that Arsenal will not win the league, what I want you to do is to tell me who is So like for one done MFU, tell me who MUFC, tell me who is going to win. Demo, you say Arsenal fans have a rude awakening. You support Liverpool. Where will Liverpool finish? Because you're still confident that Liverpool will finish ahead of Arsenal. Come on, tell me. Oh,
No,
so see, one man says that Man U is winning the league. One person says Man City will win the league. Okay, all right.
people just throwing names around, and I just like that Liverpool comment. I wouldn't even answer that comment about Liverpool winning the league. And Liverpool comment finishing ahead of Arsenal. You should answer a comment like that, because at this point they're just holding on to straw and they're trolling, because Liverpool and Chelsea and Man U supporter they are relegated to trollers. That's what they're doing now, and they can they can accept the fact that Arsenal have gone through the process and we are reaping the reward and the benefit right now. But I'm telling you, man, my side look good against a well-organized Newcastle.
Yeah, I want some of the people to give me the top four, because everybody is realigning the top four. Some people had all Tottenham in there and Chelsea in there, and some people say Newcastle would not this. All of a sudden, everybody is.
I think the top four will be in this order. Because when we give my prediction, it comes true. Because if it wasn't for it, I went on with the World Cup, then France would have been the World Cup champion. But we know don't give it to Messi. But that's okay.
Yeah. But Dima is here. Let me hear what Dima has to say to your favor, Max. Good evening, Dima. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Good night. Good night,
Mr.
man.
Liverpool
Good night,
himself.
everybody in the comment section. First of all, I just wanted to get who said Liverpool was going to win the league. Why must say some comments that Liverpool are going to win the league?
At the beginning of the league, you didn't have Liverpool winning it.
No, sir. I'm asking no. He said that there's a comment that somebody said Liverpool was going to come back and win the league. Someone know where that comment there.
So let me ask you.
Yeah, go ahead, Flavor Max. Start
where do you think?
No, I need for answer. I need the answer to the question. Someone who said that.
No. I am on top of the table, so you need to answer me.
That's good.
I earned the right. I earned the right. No. I earned the right to lead the conversation. So I'm asking you, where do you think Liverpool will finish on the table?
All right. So this isn't about Liverpool. All right. I just came here because I heard you guys saying a while ago that you wouldn't answer the person who said Liverpool is going to come back and win the league. So I'm in the chat and I have not seen anybody say that Liverpool is going to come and win the league. So I just needed some clarification on that. So since you don't have no answer for that, we will move on. The second thing is, I am so happy. I am very happy for Arsenal and the fans, and they're having their joy, and rightly so, because they're playing wonderful football, and it seems like they're seeing the victory in sight. But I'm here to just tell you guys, we're 18 games into the season. Yes, I believe that Manchester City will pull off one of these. They're one of the few teams who are capable of going on a 15-game winning run. I'm not talking about drawing, winning run, right? I have a sample size of them doing it before, whether they're being chased by Liverpool over the recent times or whether they're leading the league and being chased. I have seen them go on 15 games winning runs because they have the squad to do it. What I have not seen, and I believe that Arsenal do not have that squad depth to go ahead and compete with a Manchester City when they're being pressured. The next 5 games, and it already started. I never even did count Newcastle United, it already started that the games that you
Listen,
guys have coming up right now are going to be very telling. We
mm,
now have City to play twice. We now have to come at Anfield. We now have to play Manchester United in hot form, and all of these games still to come around. And I
I,
am, like I said,
let
I'm
me
happy
talk
that
with
you
you.
guys are
Let me talk
confident
because
because
you
when
sound like
time when you lose the league, I am going to be so happy.
hold on, because you're holding on straw right now, and you're reaching very far. Now you're talking about. Let me answer your point one by one. You say you have a small sample size of Man City chasing an overtake team
No, I
that
said
is
I
in
have a
control.
sample size, not a small sample size.
You have a sample size, whether
Yeah.
small or large, doesn't matter. You have a sample
No,
size.
no, you
Now,
can't
this is
insert
not
in
the
a way
same
me
Man
yes,
City.
boss. Me I tell
This,
you what I say.
hold up. Respect the team that is on top, no, man. I am talking.
Yeah,
I
but
should
don't
even be having
misquote
a
me, boss.
conversation with
You
you.
can be on top
You're
without
6 and 7
misquoting me,
and
no,
8 on
boss.
the table. You're 6 and 7 on the table. I should
Yeah,
be
but I
the
am
one
saying you can wait, no. All I am saying is you can be on top of the table without misquoting me. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Now I'm saying to you that this is not the same Man City team that you speak about, And if you look at how they are playing this season, in my opinion, and other people's opinion as well, they are very predictable. So I don't think you will see that run that you are talking about. Now, I also think that this Arsenal team, you are not giving this Arsenal team enough credit. And the Arsenal team after years that would have crumbled is not the same Arsenal team. If you look at the last season when we failed to get over the line to enter top four, majority of our main players they were injured. Hence we struggled to get over the line. Now we also talk about the games that we have to play. I want you to take a look at Man City games. Man City next 4 games, they have Chelsea, in that I think they have Man United, and these are 2 teams and Tottenham, and these are 3 teams that always give them a hard game historically. So yes, we have hard games, but they also have hard games. And so far, all of our games that we have back to back that are difficult, we have managed to come out victorious in most of those games. So you are basing your argument on history. I am talking about the present, the now. And
All
based
right.
on
So
now, Arsenal is the farm team, and Arsenal look and is playing like the more organized team that will
uh,
go on to
Yeah.
win
uh,
Let me
the
just
league.
say. Let
all
me
right.
just
Because
say one
no,
thing.
you talk about depth. You talk about depth. The only thing City, and I'm going to be fair, the only thing City have over us right now is the squad depth. And yes, the game against Newcastle, that was our downfall. But we are working on that. And we should get in a signing or two.
All right. Let me just say
Good
one thing.
players coming back from
Let me say
injury, we
one thing
should
and
be
then I'll
good
let
enough.
Demo. And I agree with Demo that I am concerned about the depth of the Arsenal squad. For example, if a
Mm.
Thomas Partey gets injured, which is what
Yep.
you're saying. So I will not dispute that. But so many teams, like I am concerned if Haaland is out, how City going to amass the goals that they have.
With Alvarez, man.
No, listen. Alvarez is not the beast that Haaland is. He will score, but Haaland is a beast in this league. I have the same thing now that Van Dijk has an hamstring injury and going to be out, and Liverpool has been struggling defensively. I'm wondering how that will affect them, right? So you have these players that are almost in every team that if they go down, it could affect the team. The one team that I believe that it doesn't bother that much is probably a Manchester United. Tell me a player that if he goes out, you're concerned about Manchester. I think they could do without
David De Gea.
Rashford. Huh?
David De Gea.
Maybe the goalkeeper, right? But outside of that,
No, man is man. Man is man, and I beg to differ with that. So, I think the reason why Man is doing so good now is the resurgence of Rashford farming.
No, man, fine, you can say that, but I'm saying that I still believe that they could still win a lot of games without Rashford. So I think in terms of depth, they probably right now has the team that could do with injuries and still perform to key players. I think Arsenal would struggle. Based on how they play. All right. No, but let me just highlight something. So the top 10 as Arsenal, City, Newcastle, Man U, Tottenham, Liverpool, Fulham, Brighton, Brentford, and Chelsea. Arsenal has played all the teams in the top 10 with the exception of City. And out of those games, out of the top 10, Arsenal has amassed the most points. The team that took points from them, Newcastle with the draw and Man U with the defeat. All right? Every other team up there, with the exception of City, who we have not played, Arsenal has defeated in the league so far, which is very good because generally those teams would beat Arsenal and they would maximize their points from the smaller teams. So they would end up losing like to a Southampton or a Nottingham Forest. So this is why I have this confidence. So unlike previous season, when they would lose to the top clubs, they have managed to get points from the top teams. But Dima was going to make a point, so I just wanted to put that in. So Dima, go ahead.
It kind of there elude me, but it was in response to. I mean, we just mentioned it a while ago in terms of the squad depth. I mean, I have seen you guys in the Man's Man, right? And you guys are getting results. And a lot of not a lot, but some of the games that you have played, like especially the Leeds game, and not like must see teams completely outplay you, but to get the results. So I'm saying when the squad depth, even the game wanna just be Brighton. Like as soon as you come under a little pressure, it seemed like to wanna start, get shaky and fumble. And then after that, when you come up against Newcastle, and then
you're not allowed to speak on my team like that.
Let me finish now.
Flavor Max, let him. Flavor Max
against Brighton, bro. No, they cannot come on here and spread propaganda.
Flavor Max. But you have to let him finish. You have to let him. He allows you to speak. Say, hold on, Flavor Max. You have to allow him to speak, and then. So go ahead, Dimo.
And this is what I mean about getting ruffled. They get ruffled when it seems like them under some pressure because they were so comfortable against Brighton, and then all of a sudden it's like Mitoma start getting the game and I beat the right back, and then Tomoyasu came on and they get the goal, and even the one where offside come, and it's like they just started to panic. I mean, like, them look so shaky. The Leeds game was kind of the same thing. And then
Flavor Max, because you're on the phone and he's talking, the people not going here. Just hold on, man. Just keep your points.
Let me just wrap it up quick, because man, what Steve Smith make an next 100 or so. But they came up against Newcastle again, and while that obviously Newcastle are they have the best defense in the league and thing like that. But I think they had the opportunity to win the game just as you guys did. And I know you guys don't trust Nketiah enough to lead that line. And just as you see how Jesus go down and may talk about squad depth, I don't think you guys can rely on Nketiah, right? And I know he's done well since he came in. I think he's got 2 goals or 3 goals or something like that. But that chance that he got in the end, I mean, I'm not gonna say Jesus would have scored it, but I would have probably put more money on Jesus more than Nketiah, if you get what I'm saying. And I think that Jesus would have offered more in that Newcastle game than Nketiah did. And I'm not saying Nketiah played bad, because I thought he was decent. I just think that Jesus gives more. So my thing is just the squad depth, and I have sample size of seeing Manchester City chasing down large leads before, and even when they're being chased, they hold the composure and do it. And I think the thing with the caller say, that this Manchester City is not the same. I'm right. They're not the same. They have a Haaland now, right? They have a Haaland right now who's scoring goals for fun. And I believe that once them sort out that defense line that they have and they start to make this run, then Haaland are going to definitely carry them over the line. That's all.
All right. Flavor Max, your time to come in. But Demo, Duclan is saying, I don't understand how a Liverpool man saying a team look flaky.
No, but Liverpool, but this isn't a Liverpool conversation. If you know what I'm talking about Liverpool, I'll do that. But you guys were talking about Arsenal.
All right, so just tell me where Liverpool going to finish this season, given what is going on now.
Just pick a random number. To me, right now, this season is done. Just call a number, 1 to 12. It not really. For me personally, I probably not want to finish in the top 6. Which one of them give a Conference League again? 8?
7.
Yeah, I don't want to finish. I want to finish 8 and below. Like, but I don't really want to have no. If I can't get Champions League, I don't want any of the other ones after that. Like, it's time for just rebuild. Like, all of the people who get injured. But I don't want to turn it into a Liverpool show. But anything after 7th for me, if I can't get Champions League.
All right, your time now, Flavor Max.
Honest man, you know why? You know the Premier League is one of the is the best league in the world, right? And it's one of the toughest leagues in the world. And it have no easy game in the Premier League. Saying that to say this, when Dino come on here and talk about we struggle against Leeds and we struggle against Brighton. Number one, we probably have one bad game for the season so far, and that wasn't even against Leeds. That was against Southampton, in my opinion. Now, to be a champion, every champion has to learn how to win a game or come away with points, even if you're not playing good. Because you're not going to play good in every single game in the management. One of the reasons why we have come 6 and 8 for the past 3 seasons, after the game, you know what most Arsenal fans used to say? We played good, but we didn't get the points. I remember we playing good against City, but City still end up and beat us. It happened a lot of time when we play against Man U and the other top 6 team. Now, to be a champion, you will have to learn to win and win ugly. And we are doing that. Right? The game against Brighton, you talk about the game against Brighton. After 70 minutes, if you're watching the game, not just to criticize and to hate on Arsenal, you'd have realized that after 70 minutes, we were thinking about the Newcastle game. We were trying to save our players from getting additional yellow cards or possible injury. And we make about 3 to 4 changes. And obviously, any team that make 3 to 4 changes, they are going to come in on fresh legs. The team will struggle. And that was the reason why we struggled. If we up to 70 minutes, we were playing the game as if it was a training session. We were comfortable. But those 3 changes, which I rather make changes, win 4-2 and win 3-0 and have 2 or 3 injuries, or a couple players get yellow card and miss important games. So don't come on here and talk as if we struggled. Tell the people the reason why we have struggled for the last 30 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah, but what I hear what you're saying, but that still is what Demo is saying is a squad depth. Because honestly, I think, for example, if Partey goes down, I don't think and I'm an Arsenal fan, I don't think Arsenal have someone close to him to do what he does. That's a problem.
El Neni?
But the struggle against Brighton.
Yeah, no man. Every team
have a player. Every team.
Yeah, but that's what. But no man. So Flavor Max, let's listen to you on that, right? So El Neni came on for Partey. He normally comes on. If Granit Xhaka comes out, it's Sambi Lakanga coming on, you know. Do you know that if we only have one left-sided centre back, you're going to have to put Tomiyasu over there, which means that Ben White will have to play on the right because Cedric is leaving now in this window. So when you look at it, yes, the team is playing good. And like I've always said, if Arsenal's starting 11 can finish the season fit and everybody healthy, no injuries, I can see Arsenal winning. But which is similar, what I'm saying, Flavor Max, there are other teams that I feel the same way about. Like, I will tell you this, I think if City were to lose Haaland, they would still score a goal, but I think it would be very difficult, more difficult for them. If like how Liverpool lose Van Dijk now, I think it's going to make their problems even more difficult, right? And so Tottenham, if Kane goes down, Tottenham is going to struggle. So that's all I'm saying. There are these key players in certain teams. And for me personally, I think of the teams up there, the one team who probably wouldn't suffer so much is maybe a Manchester United. That's all I'm saying. So I agree with you. I agree with you.
I concur, but we can't talk as if injury only live at Arsenal.
Yeah, man. No, man. Yeah.
Any player is liable to get injured.
Yeah, but what also, I think my point I think my point is this. Arsenal has for the last 8 seasons, it is the most points Arsenal have picked up against the top teams.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
So the point I'm making is that the fact that they have already picked up points, they can go and draw with Tottenham and it don't hurt them. Draw with Liverpool away, it don't hurt them. Draw with Chelsea away, it don't hurt them. Draw with City away, it don't hurt them. Because that's 8 points they would have lost from the top teams, which means the top teams will also be losing points. So I think they're in such a good position to play out the season. Even if they play ugly from now, that's okay. But I do believe they have to get signings because Dimo he does have a point about the depth of the squad.
Yeah, but we all know that. Remember, we are still building. We are a little bit ahead of. The project. We are still building, so we all know. But our 11, how we are playing, we are the best team in the Premier League right now. Yes, I know we are playing. In terms of depth, we realize that the window is open still, right? So we don't have to elaborate too much on that. The window is working, the management and staff, they are putting in the work. So we don't have to elaborate.
Yeah, man. All right.
We're talking about 11 now and how we are playing. And based on how we are playing now, if things remain as it is, will win the league, hands down. That's what we're talking about.
All right, then. See, we can take a next one, but big up yourself, Flavor Max.
Yeah, man.
All right. Dimo, what I want to ask you before you go, because I know you're watching Steve Smith make a century, is who goes next? Frank Lampard, David Moyes, Brendan Rodgers.
Do you want to touch a little bit about the Liverpool thing?
Yeah, man. Go ahead. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just answer that and get into Liverpool stuff.
The thing is, it seems like at Everton they like Frank and they're trusting his project. Especially, I mean, they got the result against City, not before the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they're trusting in his project. Brendan Rodgers, for me, I think he's on borrowed time. But I think David Moyes are gonna be the one. Like West Ham they're horrible. They're really horrible. Like what them did, like 3rd from bottom right now.
Yeah.
With
and
the money,
they're not playing good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like the fact that them just lose. It's the way how them look. It's not appealing at all. And they bring in Paqueta. And it's not like them not get the ballers, you know what I mean?
Skamaka.
So yes, Kamaka come in as well, and I don't know. I think he's going to be the one that's going to go before the others. So just to mention about Liverpool a bit. The whole Liverpool army in panic mode. Like
why? Because of Van Dijk injury.
I mean, not just the whole Liverpool situation from top to bottom, owners straight down to the players and stuff. And it's like we're having a disastrous season. And so for me, I just want a whole reset right now when it comes to Liverpool. But if we cannot make the Champions League, which is looking highly unlikely, I mean, there's still a lot of games to go and stuff, and things can change. But it's looking highly unlikely now getting top 4. If we're not getting top 4, I don't want to finish in any of those where you have to go Malta and all of these weird places to go play with some Wi-Fi password name. Me no want play them something there.
So
Like
wouldn't that be good though to bring through young players to use like a
no,
league?
because here's the thing. We just brought in Cody Gakpo, and this is supposed to be a bright light to us, and we're linked with um I- Matthias Nunes from Wolves who just come in like the other day, and like the whole thing just like Pep Linders I get blame now because him help coach the stuff and him help sign players and so him the assistant manager to club. Like it's just a whole mess at Liverpool right now. Like everything just seems upside down. I know Van Dijk will get injured. And for me, like Van Dijk, since he came in, he has been immense. I mean, the man come second at the Ballon d'Or and all them something. And then him go get this massive injury. And as soon as Van Dijk came back in the boss, you play the man non-stop every game, just coming off a crazy injury like that, and expect say him a go be the same. I don't think that Van Dijk has ever recovered properly because as soon as he came back from that, he looked timid and he never want to engage in the tackles anymore and all of them stuff. And it just get worse and worse and worse. And now for me, Van Dijk has to be rotated. It's not like we don't have defenders, you know. Konate is there, Matip is there, like Joe Gomez is there. Just
Yeah.
rotate. Like Jurgen Klopp just does not know how to rotate people. And like we bring in Carvalho. Carvalho, the man tear up the championship last season. Him come to Liverpool. The man get some 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Like it's just ridiculous. Then you go back, go play Oxley Chamberlain. Like,
But
like,
but
like,
Chamberlain has been playing good though. In
no,
mid
no, but Manning's man. Some of these guys were because him a go leave, right? Some are actually Chamberlain a go leave, maybe Navigator a go leave, James Milner and these guys. But Jurgen Klopp still believes that you need to play them man here when the future of the club is there sitting on the bench. Carvalho was, I think he was a player of the championship. Man, I don't remember, but I think he
yeah,
was
he was
close.
one
If
of the
not,
top
I
players. Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
Mitrovic win it, but he was up there as well, right? And the man just come
He
and yeah,
must be
yeah,
upset that he must be upset that he left Fulham because he would have been playing.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it don't
But
make
but
no sense,
but
man is
but,
man, and if he may have
but
future,
it's going to
yeah,
be
go
harder now because I'm thinking, now that
Gakpo.
they have Gakpo exactly, and they have Darwin Nunes who it looked like he signed something in his contract that he has to play a certain amount of minutes. I don't know.
Man is man. Me and I have this conversation about Nunes because when I came here, you and Cranky and everybody in the chat, me not have no more conversation about Nunes, you know. And you know what is
No, no,
ironic?
you're right. You're right.
No,
I
no,
can
me
tell that
no,
you're right.
but we no man is man. You
It's
know what
bad
is
that you're
ironic?
right. It's bad that
No,
you're
but
right, but you're right.
no, 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 but hear me say no. You know what is ironic? You see now that the world is cussing him and seeing what he is, you know, same actually a group on me. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Oh.
that is what ironic about the thing.
One
Like
one
no,
done one done MFU. What's going on? Money UFC. Yeah, listen, Demo. All right, go on, Demo. Go and listen. Let Demo finish.
oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, mega wrap it up, mega wrap it up, no. Because like I said, we don't want to turn it now Liverpool show. But yeah, so he's actually growing on me now because like me think he actually is getting better in terms of his overall gameplay for us. It's just that he missing too many opportunities. Right? So I'm always cause him say miss, but me the cause say yo him control not good enough. He's not involved in the game enough and him offside too much. I mean, him still offside a lot, and him need to work on that. But I think that his overall game is improving. So for me, Liverpool just need a whole overall this whole eggs in one basket with Jude Bellingham thing. Like yo, we need to stop this now. Like we can use the Jude Bellingham money as good as he is, and I think that he'd be immense in our midfield. I think we can get probably three midfielders because people are gonna leave. Oxley Chamberlain are gonna leave, Naby Keita are gonna leave, and if he's not going to leave, he should because he's not been available enough. And James Milner. So that's where I lose three midfielder. Like we can't just say, oh, we're gonna bring in Jude Bellingham and that are gonna fix everything. No, go for Amrabat, go for some other man, Caicedo, who we're linked with as well. And that for me are gonna help. You know what I mean? So I now want to finish if we now finish top four. That's it for me. Me know in a no European spot.
No, Jason Guna says Nunes scored more goal than Suarez in his first 22 appearance at Liverpool. Go ahead, one than MUFC 45.
Yeah, man. What happened?
What me I say?
Yeah.
No, I was just listening to Demo. What you are say?
No, Liverpool fans them can go on, man. We love what you want to go on.
Okay, what say you about Man U now?
I said, yeah, when they're ready for winning the league, yes, man.
Okay, so you are not winning the league, but you're finishing in the top 4. What position are you finishing?
They're finished second or third.
So who winning?
Eh? Who winning? Or who we want to win? Which one?
anyone you want to answer?
If Arsenal can hold them on and get no injury, they can win the league, yes. Because it now play like, yeah.
All right. Hold on, Demo. You know, all right. Jude Bellingham. Isn't Jude Bellingham going to Real Madrid though?
No, boss.
Not that I think it make any sense, but I hear that he's supposed to be replacing Luka Modric in that midfield.
No, boss. Spanish outlets report that like they always do. Like it not gonna Real Madrid, boss.
Brother, you know no money to buy Jude Bellingham.
What? We would have here just thought we would have the money to buy Jude Bellingham. You know, this isn't just knowing a boss. Oh, no, you know why we can tell you this Jude Bellingham thing is not a no thing for Liverpool in a boss. This has been in the pipeline for a minute, right? And so remember how much Real Madrid buy Tchouaméni for Mannings, man?
Wasn't it 70 odd million?
Exactly. And we were in for Tchouaméni at 70 odd million, right? And him just decided to go to Real Madrid at the last. Because like he actually came to the training ground at Liverpool, right? But him decided to go to Real Madrid. So if we'd have to spend 70 odd pounds Tchouaméni, we'll buy Darwin Núñez for 60 or whatever it is. And you know, I will just buy Gakpo for something. The Liverpool have money. Don't make nobody say so we don't have no money. The owners them just cheap, boss.
But Demo, you think I think what Wandan MUFC maybe I don't know alluding to is that so based on what you are saying earlier, you know that if Liverpool not going to get on the Champions League spot 7 years, would Jude Bellingham want to give up playing in the Champions League?
That's my personal thing, you know, man. I don't think Liverpool are going to do that. They're going to try to make the top 4. I'm just saying if we can't, then I don't want Europa League and Conference League. So more to finish 7th, 8th. And then rebuild. And this thing, like, Chelsea could have still signed people outside the Champions League. And I see other clubs do that. They get people without Champions League. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that Jude will want to do that, you know. I'm just saying I've seen it happen.
Yeah, I think Real Albala is saying, Mannings, please comment on Leon Bailey's situation. Youth is trying his heart out, and the British drunk ridicule the youth. Fuck right. All I would say to you is that I think because he missed the I think it has to do with the fact that he missed the game winner for Aston Villa versus Wolves today.
I didn't see.
So my thing is this. Listen, that is why when the Jamaican media beat Gareth Southgate and the Hurricane and the English team and stuff, you guys need to relax because they don't mince words when they are shooting disrespect at players from other places. So when we are doing it, you are the same one sometimes criticize us and say we will load the ball at them and thing. This is how they deal with Leon. So when we are put fire on them, you need to leave us. When we are say, go ahead. When we are telling us Declan Rice don't work no 70 million. Declan Rice worth around $25 million.
Jamaica people need to grow.
What? Declan Rice will what?
$25 million in worth.
Man, stop it, man. Wait.
Hold on. $50 million. Him no work that.
Man is man. Man
He's
is
just
man.
hyped up. All right, go ahead, Dima.
You see, that is the extreme now. You see how people always say England ballers overrated and hype up. I think that people do Declan Rice bad and do the opposite. He's very underrated, brother. Declan Rice is still about 24 years old, you know? And the man is one of the best CDMs in the league.
Isn't Amrabat 24?
I don't think so. I think he's older than that.
No, man. Check him out. The man young too.
About 25, 26. So.
Yeah, man, he's older than Declan Rice, man. But Messi, Declan Rice is one of the best CDMs in the league.
I don't know. I just feel like the English media, they promote their England players and they tear down everybody else.
Yeah, man, it's just an SPF.
And I have a problem with that, Demo.
You say them tear down everybody else? I mean, I believe that. They don't do that, man.
All right, somebody saying that he's worth around 45 million. But him don't worth 70 million, man.
But
that's this man can do worth more. Demon can't work more than hold on there. How is he going to work more than Haaland?
English tax management.
He cannot work more than Haaland.
Wasn't Haaland thing some contract clause too? I know him price that. That wasn't Haaland's price. That was some contract thing. But I'm saying that's English tax either way. You know the English tax go on, it rises. But I'm not saying he's $100 million ball or 70. I'm just saying he's not a bad footballer. The man is actually really good.
No, I'm not saying he's bad, and I'm just saying that like I hear the Arsenal people saying that Saka is 100 million. Saka no worth $100 million, man.
Look at the Grealish man in 100 million.
Exactly. Wait, Saka work 100 million.
This man don't worth 100 million. And I'm an Arsenal fan. He's not worth $100 million. Maybe he will one day.
Definitely not. Definitely not. But I mean, if whatever we're willing to pay, that's what the man worth. I just say good man is man.
Yeah, listen, the most I'm paying for Saka is somewhere like 60 million because he's young.
Yeah, that's so unreasonable.
I think that is a reasonable price for him. $60 million. Good young player. That you buy him that you can sell him for 100 as he continues to develop.
Yeah, I agree.
But that is the problem. You know that I think, and that the people gonna disagree with me. Me rate Conor Gallagher, you know, more than all Declan Rice. But
two different football.
But it's two different positions they play still. But Conor Gallagher my baller still. Yeah, but all I'm saying, people, is that sometimes when the Jamaican media, especially on YouTube, when we come out hard against the coaches over there, the David Moyes, you see them people are criticizing us, so we don't have to do them thing there and all of that. But the English media, they are the harshest when it comes on to players, especially players outside of who are not from England. You remember how they dealt with Anthony? You remember? I don't know if people remember when Jack Grealish was at Aston Villa, when he used to do all kind of fancy things and shift and take. Who was they weren't telling him? Let Anthony do it. Let Anthony do it. Listen.
Right now, Jack Grealish now going in. You hear them talk about him?
Yeah. Of course, them talk about him. Una overblow this. Honestly, management, you can't see them something, man.
What?
Like them not criticize them own and them only do it to players outside of England.
No, man. I would not say that. Here's what I'm saying though, Demo. How they deal with players who are not English. It's terrible, brother.
You see what them deal with Harry Maguire? No, you see what them deal with Harry Maguire?
The press and the fans, the Man United fans, and the press. Maguire.
Which?
I want to say, Maguire, my club captain, me tell about Maguire now. No English press to criticize him on the fans are low.
Boss, you ever hear Roy Keane talk about Harry Maguire?
Which part?
Really overblow this thing. The man them say him not even deserve to be the club captain, much less that talk about them light up Maguire all the time, boss.
Maguire the darling at England.
Demo, listen to me, Demo. All right. Well, I'm gonna give you you know, when I watch the Euros, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I watched the Euros and I saw what happened with the players who missed the penalty, it really hurt me to the core. Because deep down in my heart, I knew, like, and I was watch this. To me, the World Cup is bigger than the Euros. Harry Kane missed a penalty. You know, the backlash from Harry Kane miss is not as bad.
Cricket.
It's not as bad as how it was. In fact, you know, one of the newspaper put out something when Harry Kane missed the penalty. You know what they said? That Rashford missed last minute free kick. That was what the article was in the newspaper. In the same
That
game.
must sound like a credible article.
No, it was in the newspaper. The point I'm making, Dimo, is that if you go back to the Euros, when Sancho and Saka, those guys missed the penalty, how they were dealt with, in comparison to how Harry Maguire was dealt with after he missed that penalty in France. Chalk to cheese. Chalk.
No, but man, a context to the thing, you know. And for me personally, listen, Harry Kane actually scored a penalty in that game as well, you know. So
He missed
like
the
said,
most important one.
yeah, but he scored as well, so the context are kind of different. And like say never scored.
How if it be different, Dima, when those guys were the reason that England got there? Remember, Sancho, Saka was instrumental. All of those guys who missed penalty, they were very pivotal.
Man, I'm not justifying it, you know. I'm just saying, I'm missing outrage on Hurricane thing, by the way. Just to say, right? So I see he might get a lot of blast, like a lot of blast, and they might put it down to him. Yes, and especially from the fans as well. He's getting a lot of stick too. It's probably blown out more because the black players they got racially abused, right? And so it looked bad. But I think the two of them get the from the media itself, because obviously the media never racially abused them, right? They get the same beaten. But the fans know it's a different story. The fans start racially abuse and ray.
I don't know about that, Dima, because like somebody just said in this, Sancho has not recovered since.
Sancho never. Sancho. Not even gonna talk about Sancho.
He has not recovered.
Well, since a dark man it happened, because he never do nothing since he come Man U.
Yeah. But I cannot see Demo. Like I think they dealt with them. They don't deal with certain players. Don't get dealt with. It's just a general thing. I realize. Like when Tingier not playing well, Mason Mount not playing well. I don't even hear people talking about Mason Mount criticize even Sterling. I'm telling you, man, I don't like it. That's just me. But I just think like, yeah, man, go and watch your cricket, man.
No, man, I understand. I mean, me see it differently, but I don't know. I guess at the outlets so now look fun, but I've seen a lot of criticism.
All right, let me give you an example. All right, listen to what's his name? Gary Neville. I don't know people listen to Gary Neville. Gary Neville not supposed to be no pundit, you know, brother.
I think Gary Neville is very good at what he does.
What?
Yeah, man. I respect his views.
Gary Neville. Neville. Listen, when Gary Neville speaks, only Manchester United he can see. Them want to disrespect Mikel Arteta. Them want to believe that up to yesterday, Frank Lampard is a better coach than Mikel Arteta.
Oh yeah.
Them man they not seeing, man. Enough dep on them thing, yeah. Gary Neville not seeing.
I don't think on all topics. I mean, obviously some of them him outlandish and him having Manchester United bias. But as a general thing,
you must say Arsenal cannot finish ahead of Manchester United, and Arsenal will not be in the top 4 up to yesterday.
Never say that.
Yeah.
Never. Him say that long time, and
No,
them bring it up back now.
They keep reaping.
Yes, him say that a long time ago, and then they resurface now because how Arsenal are do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people never think the Arsenal are going to win the
Rockford said that your son biased like Gary Neville.
bias towards what? Me not understand. I am being very rational right now.
Uh,
Me not have no need to be biased.
but you said that you believe that David Moyes will go first at West
Yes,
Ham.
man, David Moyes. Like me say, it's not just because they're losing games, but how they're losing games. Them just no
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, man, the man will cuss all Arsenal. Fair play Ben White at right back. Yeah, yo, Gary Neville sick, man.
So Una never cuss Arsenal for play Ben White at right back before. Arsenal fans.
No, brother.
What? No. No,
See,
sir.
the man tell you that up to fresh God. He said he's not no repeating the man. It's him say it again, man. Gary Neville supposed to be a United stand.
Yesterday something came out of that something that he said before, and it resurfaced yesterday, and they were playing it all over the place. So I don't know if we don't watch it yesterday and things him say it yesterday, but that's something we him say before.
Yeah.
Unless he come and say it again, I don't know, but okay. Probably different things we're talking.
Oh, the Akuba said Frank Lampard. I think Frank Lampard may leave.
Them trust it, man. Them trust it.
You think
Them
so?
trust the process. Them trust the process.
Outrage at Everton after the Brighton defeat, you know.
Yeah, but there was a lot of ecstasy after they get a point against City. And they were saying that they back him and they trust the process.
Okay.
So I don't
know. So I think those people are on the chopping blocks though. From the season began, I felt like I don't know. I just think Brendan Rodgers, you know, like I think he to me is like a coach who don't care care to be at Leicester. That's how I see it. I think some of the players don't want to be there. I watch Tillemans week after week. That he doesn't strike me as a player that he doesn't want to be there anymore. Sonny Uchu, who you said, you remember you were telling me a few seasons ago?
Yeah, I think he's going to. Oh Lord, I saw it this morning. Sayanchu is leaving though as a free agent, and he's for a big side. I can't remember right now though, but it's for a big side. He's leaving. But like I said, I think Brendan Rodgers got an extended life. I think he should have been gone. Like after them battle the top four the last season, like when they were in the top four for the longest, and then at the end of the season them just start battle it. I think he should have been gone from then, and it's not because I don't like him as a manager. I think that him just deserve to leave. And mind you, I'm saying this with a grain of salt as well, because I don't think that they have backed him in terms of giving him money to spend enough, and they have been really unfortunate with injuries, especially to their main players. That played a massive part in them as well, but I don't think he's good enough as a manager. I really don't. And listen, he did win them a trophy, so that probably keep him there. But
what trophy?
Leicester City no beat City in one of them cup, the man at the FA Cup. They win a trophy a couple days ago.
Because normally when Arsenal win those things, they call them teacups. I didn't know that those things count when other teams win them.
It was be a team like Leicester, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the FA Cup is a prestigious trophy, man.
Yeah, M10 says the Zerbi just got Lampard in serious trouble, especially with the fans. He'll soon be gone. I am telling you, I think Lampard is going to be gone.
All right.
God bless you. He's a Liverpool fan. Says Sermon is just like Tim Howard said. Liverpool will never win the league in his lifetime.
Yeah, that man say people just have them bias as pundits. I mean, Tim Howard is an Everton man. He might go say stuff like that. I mean, it just gonna be a part of them thing.
I think the biggest flop in European football is Brendan Rodgers. From from Steven Gerrard against Chelsea has proven to be the biggest flop wherever he goes.
He's
He
a
only did
fraud.
well at Celtic.
A fraud, boss. Fraud. The worst manager ever.
Brendan
And not
Rodgers.
because he calls me a league or nothing, but just I didn't think he deserved the Liverpool job in the first place. He wasn't awesome at Swansea, and him come take a big man job. And everywhere he goes, everywhere, like the man don't learn set pieces always is a problem for whatever team him go. At Swansea, set pieces there him a concede from set pieces easily. Him come a Liverpool with it, nothing a change. Like we concede the set piece from so easy. Every corner, every crossing on the box goal. Him go a Leicester City, same thing. Like everywhere he goes, he's so overrated as a manager. I'm really not rate him. And don't come tell me about say him bring us to a slip of winning the league, because he didn't. All he did was put out the team sheet and that's it. And he never had no choice, because we have Suarez, Sturridge, and Coutinho, and the Monday, that's all him did need for do that year day. So nobody come say him do no tactical nothing. Okay.
All right, boss. Well, it's a Liverpool thing. Me now get myself involved. But Dim, have you been following up this thing with the American team at the World Cup with the Bear Halters going up against the Reina family?
No, I'm just seeing clippings and how Reina try blackmail him or something. I never really follow up the story, but I see
Reina's wife, yeah. Because you know, like they were, because he apparently kicked his wife.
Reina kick him wife?
No, Berhalter, his own
kick
wife.
Reina wife?
No, man, Berhalter and his wife had an altercation. So that is what was leading to, now he's saying that they are blackmailing him to get their son more playing time.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
But they're saying that they weren't trying to blackmail him. They were just complaining about the lack of playing time for their son.
Okay, I have to go and follow it up. I actually thought that because Reno was coming back from injury, they weren't really cool.
So Jason Goodnight's brother kicked his future wife 31 years ago. Yeah. So that is what. No, yeah, that's that. I don't know. I just no.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's just so you say. It's not funny. It's not funny to kick wives, people. That is crazy.
So somebody said, just like Rabio mother, Claudio and Daniel a pick up for them son, and because it was 31 years ago, but they are now happily married, and they kind of brought it up like to him, like they want. You understand me? Somebody saying that it is deeper, but we have to go by what we hear. If there's more information, you have to share it, but we have to go by what we hear in the media. But
exactly,
not because you're a former national player. If the coach say, "I'm not give your son a game," him not give your son a game. It's not like your son. And I don't think like the truth is the team was playing well.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I thought it was because he was just coming off injuries. Remember him did get a massive injury and did out for a while now. So I didn't think they wanted to interrupt mess up the US flow by bringing in, Rain. I mean, when he came on, he played well still, but
yeah. Somebody says, tell me something. Isn't the Super Bowl date set and all in place for it? How is it going to work with the suspension with Damiel's accident? How are they going to get it back?
I'm going to let you answer that because I don't know anything.
We can answer that right now. We're going to have a Super Bowl show at that one. Reina wife and Berhalter wife were college teammates at UNC. It well deep between the families.
Okay.
And Reina and Greg are best friends. Claudia Reina, listen, because they played on the national team together, I know.
Yeah.
Greg Berhalter and Claudia Reina, because they are friends. And the wives are friends. So, like two friends dating two wives.
Mm-hmm.
Two friends.
You know what you mean.
The two men made the two women, who are friends, their wives. So they're very close. Now, this something, why you going to bring up all of this 31 years ago thing if you weren't trying to blackmail them into your son plane? Why would you bring it up?
Yeah. Something, man.
So something, yeah. So there's some private investigator that going to really deal with it, So it's a big deal, because I think he's going to step down from the job. I don't think this is going to be done for now. I think there's going to be lawsuits and all kind of things.
Yeah, I think they got a replacement for him, like an interim thing. I'm sure I saw that.
Yeah. So I think all of this is just going to,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Steve
Simon,
never run. No, man, him the 99 and Kawaja just make 150.
West Indies can't cancel the tour against South Africa.
Why would they do that? You see them again. Listen to me. West Indies perform better than South Africa over here, saying I hope you see that. Because at least we make a 300 and Craig make 100. I know no South African can do nothing like that. So we did better than they did over here. So may I go run, boss, and we will link up. Still say Liverpool to the world, so don't worry.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, man. Bless up, man.
By the way, I expect big things from Cody Gakpo, by the way. Like, I think that's a refreshing signing and it needed to be done. I know a lot of Liverpool fans wanted us to address the midfield, but, with the injuries that we have, Luis Diaz.
I don't like. Let me tell you, Liverpool players that I rate, and I don't see how Gakpo start over any of them.
Remember them injured, didn't?
No, but they're going to come back. They have to come back.
Like long term. Luis Diaz is long term.
No, man, I think by next season they're going to come. Both of them going to be ready next season.
Oh, you mean next season? Okay.
So next season, when Jota and Luis Diaz, I don't see those guys as bench players. I see them as starters.
But Jota was coming off the bench.
That is the problem I have. I think Jota should be starting for Liverpool. Jota is one of those players that he always finds a way to score important goals in important games.
Listen, for me, man, I'm going to tell our best front three. Like everybody fit, our best front three right now, including the signing we'll just get with Gakpo. Salah on the right, Jota up top, and Luis Diaz on the left.
So that's
like Jota on my number 9 and Nunes after the on the bench to me. And everybody say, oh, you don't rate Nunes, blah, blah, blah. But Nunes can't start for me.
So fine. And then if you're bringing on anybody, I can't see how they bring on Gakpo over Nunes.
Yeah, more good. But we just need Gakpo for acclimatize first, and then we'll move from there. But I think he can play anywhere across the front street.
What going to happen when Curtis Jones return? They might go sell him?
Curtis Jones, that's 100 for Steve Smith, by the way. Curtis Jones?
Yeah.
Curtis Jones play midfield. I know Curtis Jones will talk.
Yeah, man, Curtis Jones, I might look a baller, man, but he play like attacking midfield, though.
Yeah.
More like in that. Because you understand me? I mean, if Bobby Firmino sign, bench play again.
Yep. I mean, but you need quality off the bench in the man's man, and that is one of the things where Liverpool lacked over the couple of years ago.
Carvalho is the next one who, I mean, make a big move and it look like him just going to be.
The bits and pieces, minutes, boy. I don't know. I just have to go watch and see. Like I say, it just seems like we're in turmoil right now, and we need a lot of things to get sorted out. So, I mean, and the last thing I say is, I would much rather Manchester City win this league than Arsenal. But just like I say that. Like me, listen,
man. You're gonna make Flavor Max get mad, you know.
No, I just say because guess what? City now have no bag of pedigree. Me no want, You know, them just come up and be successful here, so and re. You get me? But Arsenal, like, uno have pedigree, boss. Like, uno been there, uno know this thing, uno relevant, you know? Manchester City just come up and win some trophy now, make them
Man,
continue.
a
Like,
Batman
and then
Arsenal from every side, yeah, man.
uno
Yo,
fans, man. Right now, me know say me not have no bag of City fans in my ears, but uno fans? No.
brother,
I
brother,
remember going
you
AFTV.
really want City to win the league again? On the tired of City
Yes,
winning the
yes,
league, brother.
but no, boss. Let them keep on winning. I'd much rather that than Arsenal. If I am not going to win it, make City go on along. They have a long way to go to catch up to everybody else.
Oh, I see. The numbers here. Watch who catch up who closer to the amount. Yo, you're gonna make favor Max Scala quarrel, yeah, but as well. But you
Big
know that
up the-
I really think that Gakpo would have fitted better at Manchester United than Liverpool because I just don't see him fitting in club system. I've
All
watched
right, we will
a lot.
see.
I just think that you do better, especially when all your players are back. I cannot see how he works. I just
I disagree.
okay.
I disagree. I think he's going to fit in well.
I really think he would have done better at Manchester United. In my
And play
opinion.
over who? When would I play?
Like he could play on any side he could even replace Martial and Rashford go down the mid. Like I see them using him based on how he plays for Haaland. Like he's not a fast player. Like he's not fast. I watch it because he was going to come to Arsenal. He doesn't press in the club way. That's why I say I rate Jota and Luis Diaz because they can do the high press, the very speedy, full of trick. Gakpo is not a tricky player. Listen, in fact, Gakpo gone offside more than Nunes.
No, boss. No, don't do that.
I am telling you, Gakpo is going to offside. We play Demo. Go and check the stats. Who had the most offside? In Gakpo or Nunes in the last league they were in. And Gakpo have way more.
Boss, I am telling you right now, that will never happen.
All right.
Good. So we will link, boss.
Yeah, but all right, best of Devo. All right. Yeah, but that's Devo J for you. Just joining in. People, good show. Remember, lots and lots of comments. Appreciate them. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to subscribe as well. If you have not subscribed yet to the platform, it's just banter. I don't want City to win the league. You understand me? Listen, I love that every year the Premier League has a different winner. So if Arsenal win it this year, let Man U win it next year before Liverpool or City seat, and then Tottenham let it keep on rotating. Let's keep I think we're just 2 team or 3. No, sir, them days are done. Premier League ought to be rotated amongst the top teams. You understand me? We want Arsenal to get a taste of the glory, but I think, like I said, we need to find a way to get some signings in. Yes, a Jason Good. Every year, Arsenal really want to see. Yeah, you know what? Not even that. I just want Arsenal to win the league, yeah, man. Because a lot of this is that wanna win. They used to say the same thing about Liverpool. That is why I was happy when Liverpool won. You understand me? Because everybody was saying top team where? Wanna win. You understand me? So yeah, the one team I don't want to win is Tottenham. Yeah. And I think Harry Maguire has killed his career because he ain't leaving Tottenham and they ain't winning anything. Demo, this one is for you. I used to not like your talks, but you're way, way better than... No, I'm not going. Big up, Cranky. Cranky, if you're watching this video, I'm not going to use that 5-letter word that Dia Cobra uses, but he says you're better than Cranky talking about St. Maxim is the best winger in the EPL. Stupidity of the highest order. How can I rate him after that? Yeah, Hurricane, yeah. Well, say if Pep now with the Champions League, he should be banned from the EPL. Listen, one thing I can tell you, just like Arsene Wenger changed a lot in the Premier League when he came in, Alex Ferguson changed a lot. Pep changed a lot of things in the Premier League in terms of style of play. Klopp changed a lot. So some of those coaches, Mourinho changed a lot. Some of those coaches must be remembered for the things that they did in the Premier League. You know, Mourinho taught people that you can win games without the ball in the Premier League. Pep show you that, you know, you can keep the ball and knock it and play it from back to front. Klopp show you the high press. Arsene Wenger, the whole, you know, the whole shebang on and off the field and all of those things. You know, Alex Ferguson, you know, just working a system and a group of players and getting the best, especially that last title that he won. So some of these guys must be remembered, and I think Pep, regardless of what happened, Pep will be always remembered as one of those great ones that changed many things in the Premier League. All right. Remember, Robin Fraser spoke to us about that. And I'm going to talk about Team Roger Grant. Then, all right, all right, people. You see, when it's a Central American securing MLS contract while our players securing USL contracts, don't do it like that. Because Jamaica have a lot more players going into Europe than El Salvador. Come on now. So we have to be fair. We have to be fair because we have in the last even Tariq McGee just signed overseas in Europe. Cephas is in Europe. Krista J. Daly was in Europe. Peter McGregor in Europe. Kaim Parrish, Shamar Nicholson. So maybe they're not going in MLS. Kenroy Campbell is in Europe. North Macedonia. So we may not be getting them in MLS and Coach Robin Fraser. Oh geez. But we still struggle with El Salvador. We're going to go back to Reggae Boys. They talk about EPL. Rajal, that not going to finish. How did we struggle against El Salvador? How you get that we struggle against El Salvador? Go and check about the record with Jamaica and El Salvador, man. Oh, geez. And you know why? It's not because of quality why we struggled. Come on, man. Nobody go back to the World Cup campaign. World Cup done and gone already. You know that if we were organized in the campaign and all things were in order, we never struggled because of the quality of the players. We didn't. Didn't we beat El Salvador? Or drew with them even at them yard, man? Come on, man, with Mikel Antonio. With all the issues we were having. So what? But, all right, all right, Roger Grant, seeing that you want to have the conversation. So a MLS team is paying me $5,000 US. If I can get 10,000, why should I go to the MLS? Why? Why should I go to the MLS? The players want to play in Europe. We must understand that the players have a right to go where they are being paid the most. This idea that because if El Salvadorans want to go and play in MLS, let them go. But any Jamaican youth, and I will personally tell them, your family come first. Wherever you're going to get the most money and you're going to play, go and do that and secure something for your family. Jamaica is too poor for you to just go and play football for the fun. You're already struggling to earn in Jamaica. If you're not going to get good money and stuff and you get a chance, go to Europe. Go to Europe. We have players in MLS. We have players in MLS. One of the best goalkeepers in MLS is a Jamaican, Andre Blake. Damian Lowe is in the MLS. Corey Burke is in the MLS. Fisher was in the MLS. Javian Brown is in the MLS. Alvis Powell in MLS. We just had oh geez, what's his name? Casey. Oh geez, soon give you a name. Got drafted into the MLS. Under 24 that Scarlet MLS. So we have players. Some of them you don't know. Taxi in MLS. Yeah, man. Go ahead, Mr. Porter. Bless up. Yeah.
Where you kill up yourself with people for? Listen,
No, man,
mouth said crossway and words come out of it, eh? So people just talk things sometimes and don't do their homework. We have more players in professional league than El Salvador.
Master, we could go on and on and on. You understand me?
We just need to get certain things
Lacey,
right.
There you go. Big up, Mr. Dre. There you go. Lacey is his name. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Porter.
Yeah, we just need to get certain things right, you know, and our football will be all right. It's not the footballers, and it's not the football is the problem. You understand? A lot of people know where the problem is, you know, but sooner or later, I think we'll be fine. You know, I have faith in this coach that's coming. Just hope that the federation met his demand. You know, whatever he asks for, give it to him. And I'm pretty much sure in the next couple of years, we will be a force in world football. Because we have the players, we know where to get the players. You know, it's just that the players need to trust what we're doing and come in. And it is going to happen because the work already started. It's going to be fruits.
Yeah, listen, I want to give you a good example. All right, so Karim Paris, big up Poo Karim Paris was here. And this guy is going to go very, very far because he was here on holidays and he was doing some personal training with some people, and even the people out here who used to train him that he was doing it with. Mr. Porter said the next day the people were all cramped up because of how who are supposed to be helped to get fit, was running them so hard. All right, now how he has grown in his game. I'm not saying that the MLS is not good, but I don't think he would have grown that fast in terms of his overall play if he was in the MLS. So though he went, all the way into Europe, it was important for his development. And so sometimes you have to look at that. Where is the best place for the player to develop? Is it MLS? Is it Europe? Right? And maybe it has to do with that personal development. Right? If a player, for example, wants to move to EPL, is MLS the best place to move there? Move to that place from how many players from the MLS leave and go into the big leagues in the world? So a player may look at it and say, listen, most players who transition into big clubs, they do it out of Europe. This is a stepping stone to my final destination, quote unquote. And Europe provide me with the best opportunity to do that. And they go into Europe instead of the MLS. So those are some of the factors that we have to look at as well.
And man is man, if I must say something here. If you remember, say 2013, 14, 15, how many players was in the MLS? Okay? And was trying to knock on the door of the MLS to get in. We beat the United States in Gold Cup 2015. Am I correct?
Yes.
We went to the final with Mexico and we lost. Yeah. And we beat Mexico in 2017.
Yes.
Yes, and play back the US again.
US in the final, yeah.
You
And they
understand?
beat us. Yeah.
And they realize now that, guess what? A lot of Jamaican is breaking into their league. So guess what? They're going to put a stop into it. That's the reason why the MLS not signing a lot of Jamaican players, because they know that we're going to beat them. We're getting better and we're going to beat them. And they try to limit the amount of Jamaican in their league.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing, and start getting more homegrown players.
Yep.
But a lot of the homegrown players have Jamaican background, especially now. The youths that the top youths right now in the US, it's Mexico and Jamaica predominant.
Yeah.
so they're gonna be in trouble. The 20-year-old kid at New York FC, his parents are Jamaican, and he's a starter. You know, so people have to do their homework before they say things.
Anyways, this is the EPL show. So it's really EPL we're talking about. Hey, you have some players now before we're going to close out the show. Listen, some of you are in England. You have Jamaican connection. There's a new year. This is a new year. Everything is changing. New coach,
New beginning.
New beginning. All right, it's time for you to come home. Come represent the Reggae Boys. Make yourself available. You understand me? All of you players in the Premier League. All of you players in the Premier League, in the EPL. We have Nations League match coming up in March. Start put together your paperwork. We need some of them, from the Mason Holgate to the Ben Godfrey to the Lyde Kelly to the Demarai Gray, the regular ones, the Ethan Pinnock, all of those guys, all of you guys, the Isaac Hayden, all of you guys. It's time for you to seriously consider come play for Jamaica. This England and English thing, it's not going to work out. Me know there's no born and no love there, but we appreciate love on out here. So make your way, sing a Sankey, and find your way back at Jamaica. If you guys come into the thing, World Cup we are go. We will qualify for the World Cup. I am telling you, 2026. But we want you to come and win the Gold Cup. We want you to be a part of the team. We are going to take part in the Copa America that they're going to do in Anna Pele.
And management, we're not only gonna qualify for 2026 World Cup, but we're gonna go in there and we're gonna make a lot of noise. You understand? We're gonna make people afraid of us when they see us.
Right, so make sure y'all come on. I talk to all of them. You know some of the name, You understand me? You have this player named Lyde Kelly and all of you, the Levi Caldwell and all of them, who come home. Well, Omari Hutchinson, I know me I go sit more and watch you. Ivan Toney, door open again. Brethren, walk through the door. A time now. It's a new year. Marcus Edwards, him not there England, man. Him not there
Sporting.
They are sporting.
In Portugal.
Make yourself available. Stop waiting and say nobody. Reach out to the coach. Reach out to the head coach now and talk to him. Him will talk to you. Talk to him. Talk to the head coach. We are telling you from now. Get on board. Get on board. Make we build something big and build something strong. See, all of you guys who played the Delano Splat, the Dexter, Lembekisi, right? The boys, Connor Boys Clark. All of you guys who played under 20. Yeah. Remember, keep on performing. Door open. You need to get this thing right. So, anyways, then he must come on him own. Anybody coming where we are? I think we should let him Ivan come on his own. Last thing we need is a non-committed player or a player with force. We're not forcing anybody to come.
Yeah. And man is man.
As far as
man.
Let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is that he can play for Jamaica and he can play for St. Vincent and he can play for England. You know, I think when could have all in grandmother, in mother side of people from one of the country, in father side of people from one of the country, and in born in one of the country. So it is possible that he can play for all three. All right? Go ahead, Mr. Porter, because we are close out in.
And man is man. You say the fans have to realize, you know, these platforms are well watched, and the negativity, because I'm in contact with a lot of the agents and players, and these are some of the complaints that I am getting. You know, people have to be positive. You understand what I'm saying? Stop being negative. Stop bashing the players. You understand? And this is why some of the players are staying away. You know, we have to be very smart in what we say, how we say things, and what we do. You know, because they are human beings. Some people have feelings. And if they're not here yet, and you're going to say certain things like that, what if they come and have a bad game or two bad games? What's going to happen?
Mr. Porter, I may hear you still, and the fans them need to go on better. But look how they deal with Leon Bailey today.
Yeah, I don't know what transpired. I did not even watch their game, so.
Yeah, so the players and the agents have to understand, say, fans will be fans, man. Fans will be fans. Yeah, they have to realize that fans will be fans.
Yeah, but be positive. Be positive. They have to be positive, though.
You know? Yeah. All right, people, listen. We're coming up to the 2-hour mark. We have 3 minutes to go. Mr. Porter, thanks for jumping on. Been a while since we have been on one of these together. Hope to see more of you.
No problem, man. I'm actually coming from work, and as you still hear my voice, I'm still not 100%. Yeah. But I'm alive and kicking, and pray to the Almighty I'll get better soon.
Definitely, man. All the best to you for 2023 and your family, man. Best of health, peace, and prosperity.
Yeah, much appreciated, man. And same to you and yours, man.
Yeah, man. All right, Mr. Porter. Blessings.
All right. Yeah, man.
All right.
Enough
People,
respect.
listen, thanks to every one of you. For those who have not been around, Happy New Year to you too, you know. You understand? Blessings to everyone. Dear Cobra, Tennessee, Roger, Grant, Gunners Boss, KS Sports TV, big up yourself. DS Electronic Unlimited Outer East, Anonymous OG. Bless up and a happy new year to you. El Padrino. Listen, we have some big things that we're planning on doing, you know, but we have to keep it Fresh God up and running as usual. We have to keep it undercover. Real Albala, Mr. Dre. Yeah. Paul Watkins. Yeah, man. Bless up yourself. Realize something happened to me recently that made me have to check and wonder how we put out information. But we have a couple massive interview coming up in this month. Some of the biggest interviews that would have been done. But we're keeping it under cover until the day of the interview. You will see the thumbnail. You understand me? So bless up. Yeah, man. All right. Yep. So bless up to everyone. Listen, have a wonderful rest of the night. Be safe. Yeah, man. So be safe, and we meet again tomorrow with a big one. We have a big interview on Friday. Nah, call, no name, you'll see the thumbnail. We have a bigger interview on Sunday. Nah, call, no name. We have a massive one on this Saturday, but we not call, no name. So look out, because they're coming in quick and they're coming in fast. I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. And you know how it is. When it gets to this point, we say we are over. And we are OUT out of here.
Boom, check it out. I don't know it's Jason. I may represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe and share. JS representing I Am Sure. I Am Sure Sports.